Hi everyone, Alex here. I'm a running coach based in Austin, Texas. And today I want to talk about specificity in training and why simple logic doesn't really work in running. At first glance, it sounds obvious. If I want to run 5k fast, I should just run 5k fast in training. Makes sense, right? But adaptation doesn't work that way. Our body adapts all the time, even during training. The moment you start running, adaptation begins. But that's the minimum part of it. The real change, the deep physiological adaptation happens between sessions, during recovery. That's why smart structure and timing matter more than how hard you push on your single day. Before we go deeper, let's take a step back. Every good training plan rests on a few key pillars. Two of them are specificity, it's workout that prepare you for the demands of your goal, and variety. Second one, enough difference to keep adaptation alive. These two principles almost contradict each other, but balance between them is exactly what makes training work. You need targeted sessions that develop race-specific fitness and enough variety to keep adaptation going and prevent stagnation. Each intensity serves its own purpose. Easy run, build aerobic base, capillaries, mitochondria, and recovery capacity. Threshold runs train your ability to sustain effort and clear lactate. VO₂max work raises your ceiling, your overall engine capacity. Strength and drills build durability and efficiency. Recovery runs for recovery. Each has its benefits and trade-offs. If you only do one type, you will grow one system and limit another. If you only jog easy, you will still stay healthy, but you will not reach your potential. The goal is balance, knowing what you are training, why, and when. That's why variety doesn't mean house. It means intelligent structure, understanding which system you are targeting and giving it time to adapt. We don't need to do everything at once. We need to do the right thing at the right time. Modern endurance athletes, pros and amateurs, can perform well across different distances because 80% of the training foundation is the same. Threshold, VO₂max, aerobic base, they all connect. We raise the ceiling with VO₂max and then lock it in with threshold sessions. Too much VO₂max and you burn out. Too little, you stagnate. The art is in balance and progression. There is no single golden formula like 3 threshold sessions, 1 VO₂max. No, training is individual and it changes with time and context. That's what coaching is really about. It's understanding when and why to apply the certain stress. So train smart, keep variety, and remember, specificity isn't about repeating the same effort. It's about building the systems that let you handle that effort better. And that's the point. You are always limited by your weakest link. If you have great endurance but no speed, you'll never run 5k fast. If you are fast but lack endurance, you will fade out quickly. Different systems, different limitations, and we all have our own settings. Think of your training like a sound mixer. Endurance, thresholds, speed, recovery. Every slider has its place. Good training isn't about pushing one to max. It's about keeping the whole track balanced. So when we talk about balance, it's not just a metaphor. If you try to run faster than prescribed, you're not doing better. You are simply giving your body the wrong stimulus, one that doesn't serve the purpose of that workout. Yeah. Training is a system of trade-offs. Every time you push one slider higher, like speed or intensity, something else has to go down. You can't max out everything at once. If you go too hard on easy days, your recovery and aerobic development suffer. If you overdo intensity blocks, your base collapses. That's why discipline in pacing isn't weakness, it's precision. Every session has a role, and hitting the right effort is what makes the system work. Okay, now about structure. Training shouldn't just be a random collection of workouts. It develops across microcycles, mesocycles, macrocycles. From week to block to session, we don't just repeat the same session forever. Each block has its own focus, and each focus builds on what came before. That's what block training really means: developing one capacity at a time, so you can trigger adaptation deeply instead of scattering effort everywhere. You build your training year from general to specific. Base block, build aerobic fitness and durability, VO₂max, or power block, raise the ceiling work on limiting systems. Threshold or race specific block, sharpen and tune for your goal. Recovery block, let it all settle and adapt. Each base has a clear purpose. Mix them wisely and you will progress. Do everything at once and you'll stagnate. So, when your coach tells you to slow down, it's not because they don't want to beat their PR. It's because they want you to trigger the right adaptations, the ones that makes you faster, not just tired. Because at the end of the day, specificity isn't about repeating your goal pace again and again. It's about developing all the systems that let you hold that pace when it matters. That's what turns runners into athletes and athletes into performers. Okay, that's all for today. Train smart, stay consistent, and enjoy the grind. See you out there. Bye. Oh.